Closing costs feel confusing because they're not one thing. They're a bunch of little things. Hey, I'm Jeffrey Hoffmann. Today we're breaking down closing costs in plain English, what they generally are, how to think about them in buckets, and where surprises typically come from. This isn't financial or legal advice, just practical guidance so you can plan. Stay to the end because I'll give you a simple question to ask early that prevents most closing cost stress. Why closing costs feel like a gotcha? Most buyers focus on down payment and monthly payment, and they treat closing costs as an afterthought. Closing costs are basically the expenses required to complete the transaction. Some are lender related, some are title related, some are prepaid items, and some are just transaction fees. The best way to understand it is buckets, not line items. Buckets beat line item panic. Here are the 5 buckets I want you to know. When you know the buckets, you can ask smarter questions and plan earlier. Bucket 1, lender costs, things related to the loan process. Bucket 2, title and legal settlement costs. Depends on your area and transaction structure. Bucket 3, prepaids and escrows. Items you pay up front, like certain insurance or taxes depending on how things are set up. Bucket 4, inspection and due diligence. Home inspection, possibly specialized inspections. Bucket 5, move-in setup. Not always closing technically, but it hits your wallet at the same time. You don't have to memorize every fee, you just need to know which bucket is driving the total. Know the buckets and the total makes sense. Now the big question, where do surprises come from? The 3 most common surprise drivers. Surprises usually come from assumptions. 3 common drivers. 1, taxes and timing, depending on when you close and how taxes are handled. 2, loan structure changes, rate locks, points, lender credits, small changes that affect totals. 3, property-specific needs, certain inspections, insurance requirements, or condition-related items. So the move is, don't wait until the final week. Get an early estimate and then update it as you go. Surprises come from timing, loan tweaks, and property specifics. Here's the simple way to plan without being overly precise, the buffer method. If you plan for 0 variance, you'll feel stress even when nothing is wrong. Build a buffer into your budget. Think, I have my down payment and I have a buffer for closing related items. Then as you get estimates, you refine. The goal isn't perfection on day 1, it's avoiding last minute strain. Budget with a comfort buffer, then refine. And here's the question to ask that prevents most confusion. Buyers feel calm when expectations match reality. Ask early, can you walk me through the estimate by bucket? When someone explains your costs by bucket, you can see what's fixed, what's variable, and what depends on timing. That's when you stop guessing. Ask for buckets and you'll feel in control. If you want the closing cost buckets plus the full buyer roadmap, grab the Hudson Valley Buyer Game Plan in the description.